The AirPods Pro 3 were finally unveiled alongside the new iPhone 17 lineup. So the question is, should you upgrade from the AirPods Pro 1 or 2? Well, here are not 5, but 10 things you should know before buying. First, we have the design of the AirPods themselves. And according to Apple, they are slightly smaller in order to improve comfort. But the case, however, actually got bigger. It is 2mm taller and also wider than the case on the AirPods Pro 2. And even though Apple hasn't mentioned it, I'm thinking they also dropped the pairing button on the back, similar to the AirPods 4 from last year, and replaced it with a capacitive button on the front of the case. But we'll know for sure once we get them in the studio, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to see that. The case also keeps the holes for attaching a lanyard and of course the MagSafe and Apple Watch charger magnets. Also, the buds still use the skin detect sensor as opposed to the optical one found in the AirPods 4, which I think is great news, as this is useful when, let's say, you're putting your AirPods in your pocket, as they won't automatically resume music playback as they cannot detect your skin. Number 2, the AirPods Pro 3 also come with new foam-infused ear tips, and you also get 5 sizes now in the box, ranging from extra small all the way to extra large. This is a welcome upgrade from the AirPods Pro 2s that only came with 4 sizes of ear tips, and the first gen, which only came with 3 sizes. And according to Apple, because of these new ear tips, these AirPods are the most stable and the best fitting AirPods ever made. But really, the biggest upgrade is the improved ANC. However, what's surprising here is that the improved ANC doesn't come from the new H3 chip, which, by the way, isn't here. We still have the same H2 chip as the AirPods Pro 2. However, the improved ANC comes from these new foam-infused ear tips, and also the brand new microphones, which results in twice as good ANC as compared to the AirPods Pro 2s, and 4 times better than when compared to the first gen AirPods Pro. Apple also claims that the new AirPods Pro 3s offer the best ANC out of any in-ear wireless earbuds on the market. And that's a big claim, because there are many in-ear earbuds on the market that offer amazing active noise cancelling, such as the Bose QC Ultra or the Sony WF-1000XM5. So I would be very impressed to see the new AirPods Pro 3s have even better ANC. The AirPods Pro 2s already had some fantastic active noise cancelling, so the new ANC being twice as good is just amazing, and I cannot wait to try it out. And you know what else is amazing? Our latest wallpapers from our app, WallpaperZ. We offer the best quality wallpapers on the market. Not even kidding. 8K resolution and 1:1 aspect ratio, so that you can use them on any device that you want. Okay, maybe not the AirPods yet, but everything else. We've also got 0 ads and over 200 designs are free to download. So make sure to check out WallpaperZ by using the link below. Now, the fourth thing you should know is that transparency mode also gets better according to Apple, making people around you sound even more natural than before, probably thanks to these new microphones. And again, transparency mode was already the best on the market with the AirPods Pro 2s. So seeing that being improved even further is also amazing. And I'm thinking they may also have improved the delay between you talking to actually hearing your own voice, but this was already imperceptible on the previous version. So what about the sound quality? These are earbuds after all. Well, Apple has redesigned the acoustic architecture on the buds, which precisely controls the airflow that carries the sound into your ear. And according to Apple, this translates into a better bass response, a wider soundstage, better instrument separation, and overall, much improved clarity and vocals. I'm definitely curious and cannot wait to try them out and let you guys know if they are indeed a worthy upgrade over the Pro 2s, sound quality wise. At number 6, they've also improved the water resistance, upgrading from IP54 on the Pro 2s to IP57. In this rating, the 7 refers to the water protection. So while the 4 in IP54 only meant splash resistance, the new 7 means that the AirPods can now be briefly submerged in water without taking damage. This is such a welcome upgrade, especially since many people use the AirPods while running or jogging in the rain. And even if you accidentally drop them, I don't know, in a puddle, for example, they should still be fine. At number 7, we have the battery life. And the good news is that it now goes up from 6 hours on the Pro 2s to 8 hours on the new Pro 3s, also when using ANC. The bad news, however, is that the case now holds less battery than before. You see, the Pro 2s were advertised as having a 30-hour battery life, including the case. So 24 on the case, and then 6 on the AirPods, which meant that the case could fully charge the AirPods 4 times. But the AirPods Pro 3s, on the other hand, only offered 24 hours of battery life, and that's including the case. This translates into 8 hours of battery from the AirPods, plus an additional 16 hours from the case, which means that a case only provides 2 full charges of the AirPods as opposed to 4 on the previous model, which is quite a downgrade. And that's even considering that the case itself got a tiny bit larger, which is just weird. You do, however, get 10 hours of battery life when using transparency mode with the hearing aid functionality specifically, which actually means 4 more hours than the Pro 2s in this case. Now, the 8th thing you should know is that just like the Powerbeats Pro 2s, the AirPods Pro 3s also get the new heart rate sensor, which, by the way, only works during workouts. This enables you to track over 50 types of workouts using only your AirPods Pro 3s. So you don't even need to wear an Apple Watch at all. You also get the new workout buddy to motivate you along the way, which I do really like. And on top of tracking your heart rate, your AirPods will also track the calories you burned, and then you'll also be able to see all of this in either the health app on your iPhone or in the fitness app. It will even fill your move ring, although the exercise ring and the stand ring won't even show up unless you've also got an Apple Watch. However, I don't necessarily see the point in, let's say, jogging without your Apple Watch and only with your AirPods, because the AirPods won't be able to work on their own. They'll need either an Apple Watch or an iPhone, which means that you'll need to take your iPhone with you, in which case, well, you'll also need one of those arm pouches to carry it, otherwise it will just be uncomfortable. So yeah, the Apple Watch is still the superior fitness tracker here. Another cool new feature is live translation, which enables the AirPods to automatically translate whenever someone else is talking to you in a different language, while partially blocking their voice using ANC so you can better focus on the translation coming from the earbuds. And it gets even better if both people are wearing AirPods, as you can apparently have a full-blown conversation where each person speaks their own language and then also hears their own language. However, this isn't necessarily new, as Google has had it for a few years now, and even Samsung introduced a similar feature not that long ago. Also, this new live translation feature won't be exclusive to the AirPods Pro 3s, as it will also come to the AirPods Pro 2s and the AirPods 4s, although only the ANC version of them. But you know which AirPods are not getting this feature at all? The top of the line $549 AirPods Maxes. Yeah, really weird. So now let's talk about the price. And this will be a quick discussion as they are remaining the same at $249, just like the previous versions of the AirPods Pros. And that's great news, as most leaks were pointing towards a possible price increase due to higher tariffs and inflation. So I'm really glad to see that the price has not changed at all since 2019. So these are the brand new AirPods Pro 3s. I'm personally super excited to try out the sound quality and also the improved ANC and the new transparency mode, as the AirPods Pro 2s were already a massive upgrade in all of these 3 categories from the first gen AirPods Pros. So I'm quite curious to see if the 3rd gens will also be a big upgrade over the 2nd gens. We'll have these in the studio on the 19th of September, so stay tuned to the channel and subscribe for the full review and my hands-on with the new AirPods Pro 3s. As to if they're worth upgrading from the AirPods Pro 3s, I'll have to test them out, wait and see. But personally, I would say based on what we know, they are definitely worth upgrading if you've got the 1st gens. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a like as it does help the algorithm. I'm Daniel, ZONEofTECH. Also check out our Apple wallpapers for some awesome designs for all of your devices. And I'll see you guys in the next one. ZONEofTECH, signing out. Cheers.